Hi, my lovely. So this video was taken Thursday, March 4th, on the lesson that we did today. So you will find this document, this handout in Canvas under this week's module. If you cannot edit in it, as you can see, I cannot type in it. If you cannot, then you will have to recreate this document. Just simply recreate it. It doesn't have to be fancy with the hexagons and, Missouri connections. It doesn't have to have that. Just A, your career cluster, B, your occupation. So you're going to use this sheet to do your research for your Unit 6 assignment, which asks you to consider how big of an impact technology has on your career choice. Okay, so you all started off with, I'm going to log out. You all started off in Missouri Connections. So you would come to MissouriConnections.org. You would log in using your student ID number and the first initial of your first name and the first initial of your last name, all caps. And then your password is capital T, Tigers, plural, 20. If when you log in, it doesn't work. When you try to log in, it doesn't work with the Tigers 20 password. You were going to add another 20 to the end. So it'll be your student ID number, the first initial of your first name, first initial of your last name, all caps, and the password will be capital T, lowercase, the rest of the letters, Tigers 2020. When you get to this screen, you're going to skip the security questions and you are going to go hover, don't click, hover over my portfolio and look at your sort and assessment results. Here, if you've taken the career interest inventory, you will see like a bar graph of colorful options, careers. So you're going to choose from the top 3 careers, the highest numbers. All right. So if you don't have those results, then you will hover over occupations. No, I'm sorry. You will hover over assessments, click on career cluster inventory, and you will take that inventory. Okay. So we are going to hover over occupations and click on career clusters. And so let's say your top 5 or your top 3 careers were in finance or something dealing with money. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to find finance, click on finance, and I'm just going to search an occupation. Be sure that you find an occupation that meets your personality, that matches your personality. For example, maybe you're a person who likes to be around people. So you would find a career where you are able to work with people, be around people. Let's say you have a career where you like to work outside and by yourself. Maybe you wouldn't want to do finance. Maybe you should do something like health science, okay? Or a STEM field. All right. So we're choosing finance just for this sake. So here I would put finance as my career cluster. And let's say I want to be an accountant. So I'm going to choose an accountant. That would be my occupation. Okay. Your task list, since you are looking for the impact of technology, you are going to look for tasks that deal with technology, whether it's you dealing with computers or phones or printers or copiers, anything that requires you to research anything. You have to research on a computer, or you could use books, but everything you will need for your research for this document is going to be in the left margin of Missouri Connect. So task list. So this tells us everything we would need to complete this task of being an accountant. So you would pick the top 5, I guess, tasks to be an accountant. And again, if you have a technological field, then you will look for use of a computer or use of a phone, use of some kind of technological device. So you would need 5 of those. So you are using this document to complete this research. Looking at licensing and certification or military occupations, your field may not have that information. So if it does not, then you will write NA. In this case, as an accountant, you do have licensing information, and it tells you that it is optional. So you would put that information. Okay. For the colleges and universities, you would have to go to the programs of study first. Choose your occupation. So let's say accounting, and it comes up with the U.S. colleges and universities.